All right. Welcome to Nonprofit Know-How. We are here at the center at SCO.com, and this week we have Ray Henderson from Grassroots.org. Let's start off with our app of the week.
Okay, app of the week. An app that we use every day at Grassroots.org is Basecamp. And Basecamp is a project management tool in the cloud, and is what our nonprofit uses every day to facilitate work. We have staff in different places in the country, in New York, some volunteer staff in Boston, also some staff in the Philippines. It's endless. The possibilities are endless.
Ray, this is a really cool app. Now, you were telling me yesterday that you also have this, you can use it from your phone.
Yep.
So you're on an iPhone.
iPhone, right here.
Yeah, and a Mac computer, and
Yep.
we played around. I'm kind of an Android guy, and unfortunately, guys, this app not available right now for the Android, but you can still use the app from your Android browser.
You're going to be looking at it as a website, basically.
You're going to be looking at it as a website, a mobile website. It is mobile ready. So pretty cool app. So you use that every day.
Every day.
Every day. And you know, the nice thing is your nonprofit is, as you said, you've got people all over the world working on your team. There's what, 12 of you?
No, there's 7 total.
7 total, but all over the world.
All over the world. We have a bunch of volunteers as well, so dozens of volunteers that help. So it's a great tool to help.
Technical difficulties, that's what you get when you're running 4 computers simultaneously doing a Google Hangout on one network. But hey, it's pretty cool what we can do with Google Hangouts, so I'll play around, I'll do a little editing, and we'll fix that little issue. Back to our joint screen. Let's talk a little bit about what it is that Grassroots does.
Thanks for the opportunity. It's Grassroots is a wonderful organization. I've been here now almost 2 years as executive director, and it was started about 10 years ago, 2002, back in New York City. A man named Mike Mann decided that he wanted to help nonprofits in a really specific way, and that was to help them utilize technology, leveraging technology to help them accelerate their missions and do their jobs better. So over the last 10 years, we've been cultivating members who then join Grassroots. So we're member-based. It's free of charge for any nonprofit that can prove that they're a 501c3.
Okay.
And then once they verify that they're a 501c3, they have access to a bunch of tools. And I'll go back to my screen share.
Yeah, let's go back to your screen share, because this is really cool, some of the stuff that Grassroots has available.
So this is just our homepage. It's www.grassroots.org, and you can come here and sign up as a volunteer, a nonprofit, a business. If you have a business that you think you can donate time from your employees or your staff, or maybe possibly some things that you have in your business that you can do in-kind donations. Of course, donors, interns, and then now we have a new program as we're launching across the country called Change the World, focusing our efforts on getting business schools and universities to help us with projects that nonprofits have. Do a lot of brain work.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. So as you sign up, you join what we call the Grassroots Community, and if you're a nonprofit, it takes all of 4 or 5 seconds. Just username, password, and verify your EIN number.
You know, with how busy people are running nonprofits, I don't think they can afford that
exactly.
4 or 5 seconds.
So after you sign up, you can log into the community. And this is kind of the back end of our website, and this shows you, it's kind of like a Facebook marries eHarmony. So if you're a nonprofit, if you'd like to see the tools that we have to offer, we have a toolbox here that allows you to go in and look at the different tools that you can get for free. And all these corporations we partner with, and you're able to go, for instance, web hosting. Our partner is Bluehost, and if you're a nonprofit, they give you free web hosting forever.
Wow, really?
Yeah, it's huge. Yeah, it's a real big deal. And then all you do is click on that, and it will give you instructions on how to access that free tool, and you sign up and get your web hosting. There's web design, there's language translation. Like I said before, there's Change the World, which is connecting universities with nonprofits. We also have some fundraising tools that can help you in your nonprofit to raise funds, and then of course social marketing, SEO, and a virtual office for phone.com. So all these tools are available to a nonprofit that's a 501c3, and if they join Grassroots, they get these tools.
Wow, that is really cool. Now, one question I had for you, you said you can log in as a business, and I know SEO.com is donating some services.
Correct.
Pat myself on the back there.
Yeah.
But I'm just wondering, so would I be able to, as a member of SEO.com, log in and or is that different from the donation? So if your business has something to give to nonprofits, basically, are those two different logins?
Yeah, basically interns, businesses, and volunteers and donors come into the community, but they can't have access to those free tools.
Okay.
You have to be a 501c3 that's verified through our program. But you can come in and you can look at the nonprofits and what they're doing. There's a tab on our nav bar called Projects that allows anybody that's a volunteer, a business, an intern to go in. If you're looking at the screen right now, you can see that
pull up the screen again.
There's a bunch of nonprofits that have listed opportunities. This one right here needs a social media guru, or this one here, infant loss prenatal. They need some help in their program. So there's just a list of nonprofits that are Grassroots members that have posted opportunities to serve. To do is click on that button right there, this gold one, and it tells you, and you sign up there and interact directly with that nonprofit.
That is really, really cool. Yeah, I've been impressed. You've shown me a bunch of different things. We've probably spent in the last 3 months 2-3 hours with you teaching me about grassroots.org, and it's a really cool organization.
It's really
with.
Awesome. It's kind of a way to marry lots of neat ideas with technology, also with volunteers and interns, where it can be one community and an executive director who's really busy anyway. They can just check into the community once a day, twice a week. They can see what's going on, ask for help if they need help. This other really cool tool we have is a forum, and I'll go back to screen share, and this forum allows, again, leaders, nonprofit executive directors are very unique across the country and motivated and passionate.
Yeah.
And so sometimes they need help and they need to discuss with their colleagues or peers, here's an idea, what do you think about it? And they can put it out here on the forum, and they can look at all different types of ideas and comments from other members of their peer group.
Oh, that's really helpful stuff.
So just real cool things on grassroots.org.
Yeah, that's really cool. All right, and it's now time to talk about what it is that Grassroots is doing to either utilize a social media aspect or some SEO, some kind of, what are you doing to market using online marketing?
Well, good thing you asked. So SEO.com, because we're a nonprofit, qualified to get some help, and we had SEO.com do our word search and create for us a pattern or a plan that we can actually implement in our organic SEO search. So we've actually gone back to our development staff that works on our websites. We've had them implement all the ideas that SEO gave us in terms of meta tagging, backlinking. And then for social media, we haven't used SEO.com. We use a service called Sprout Social, which is just basically a dashboard in the cloud that allows you to manage all your social media in one place. So when you make a single post, it goes out to Facebook, Twitter, Google+, all the social media outlets.
What's that one called again?
Sprout Social.
Sprout Social. I have not heard of Sprout Social, so I'm going to have to check that one out. Is it specifically for nonprofits?
Nope, or sproutsocial.com. It's for anybody who wants to sign up. It's a cloud-based program.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
The one thing that I would say to watch out for, you're going to have real low engagement on Facebook specifically if you're posting from something else.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why it is, but people on Facebook, they just have this thing about they don't really like posts from somewhere else. You'll be fine on Twitter, you'll be fine on Instagram, you'll be fine on Pinterest, Google+. Yeah. Little tip of the day.
That's interesting. I'm going to look up right now. So I'm back on my screen share, but this is our Facebook for Grassroots. And how do you tell?
Oh boy.
So how does somebody tell that this post was not made in Facebook?
Well, sometimes it's not visibly apparent, and other
Mhm.
times it is. For example, when I post using Instagram,
Yeah,
then there's a little notification there.
I see.
Okay.
Gotcha.
And I know that if I'm posting a photo that comes in from Instagram and they've put that notification up, then it lowers my
Your views or
my
your
views.
likes.
I also use Hootsuite,
Yeah.
probably a similar tool
It's
to
a competitor, actually.
to Sprout.
Sprout Social.
And Hootsuite does put on a little,
Little owl.
this came from Hootsuite.
Mm-hmm.
And so I manage everything but my Facebook through Hootsuite for that very reason, because
Gotcha.
I got to manage my Facebook straight up.
Gotcha.
So
Well, good to know. I didn't know that, so thank you for that knowledge.
no problem. But yeah, since you bring up your Facebook page, go check it out. What is your Facebook handle?
It's grassroot.org spelled out, so grassroots.org.
Okay. And what about Twitter? Do you have Twitter?
We do have Twitter, and I'll have to tell you what that is. Hold on a second. Let me get back to my... Yeah, it's hard to keep track of all these things. We're moving so fast-paced, it's hard to keep track. So Twitter is grassroots_org.
Okay, grassroots_org. So
Yep.
check these guys out, connect with them. If you're a nonprofit, this is some really great stuff that that these guys are doing to help nonprofits. Again, that's kind of the purpose of the center as well, is to create a location where people can come and their nonprofits can all kind of network and have access to boardrooms and training rooms and all the things that an A-class suite has. Of course, ping pong tables, foosball tables, the important stuff.
Exactly.
And it's an extension, really, of, you pointed out that Grassroots was started by Mike Mann.
Right.
And of course, SEO.com is one of his companies as well.
Correct.
So there's this.
Yeah, some synergy there.
There's some synergy, and there's a desire to really help. In fact, we came up with a tagline for the center just today, and it's the.com-helping.orgs.
Ah, I love it.
Pretty good,
excellent.
huh?
That's really good.
So anyway, appreciate you being on this week.
Yep.
Hopefully this will give you some more exposure.
Yeah.
And hopefully anyone who's watching or listening or whatever you're doing, take the time to check out grassroots.org.
Thanks. Appreciate the time.
Thanks a lot.